freedom. Do you want freedom? Why do you want that dream so bad? Are you willing to put in all the extra hours required? Are you willing to sacrifice and fight for that dream? It's not just for the money. It can't be. It's for the freedom. The opposite of freedom, and it's a sensitive word, is called slavery. Being a slave to your own negative thoughts, being a slave to others' expectations and opinions, being a slave to limitations. Are you prepared to take the risk and risk everything for that dream that no one else can see but you? Would you prefer to put in 80 hours a week for your own dream just so you don't have to put in 40 to 60 hours a week for somebody else's? That's freedom. I mean, that is freedom, because you will never get that freedom working for someone else. You will never be in control working for someone else. Going your own way is the only shot at freedom. Getting your own way is the only way that you can call the shots. It's much harder that way, and the chance to success is very slim. But you have no chance of getting that freedom if you settle. True freedom is the freedom of choice, the freedom of other people's opinions, freedom of the mind, freedom of the negative thoughts. And if you want freedom, you're going to have to earn it. Work until you can say, I'm living life on my terms. I created this. If you want freedom, there's going to be an element of risk. There's going to have to be sacrifices made. There's going to have to be late nights, extra hours, persistence, and most importantly, growth. If you don't become someone else, you will not be able to earn your freedom. The person you are right now might not be good enough for the life you actually want. And if you really want it, you're going to have to become someone else. You know the greatest thing money buys? It buys freedom. You know the greatest thing self-development does for you? It gives you freedom. The more you develop yourself, the more choices you have in life. The more you learn, the more you develop, the more your skills are grown, the better you become, the greater your freedom. And if you think your success in life is determined by factors outside of your control, then you'll never be in control. If you don't believe you can do it, you will never give the effort required to do it. I'll tell you who freedom will never come to. Freedom will never come to those who quit. Never to those who give up. Never to those who choose the easy path. Never to those who lack self-discipline. Never to those who refuse to work on themselves. Never to those who seek comfort over growth. Never to those who seek security over their future. Your results in life are determined by you, your work, your belief, your sacrifice, your discipline, nothing else but you. You don't want the success for the money alone, though, because money is paper. It's meaningless by itself. But what it does for you, that is what is priceless. It can give you freedom. Freedom to choose what you want to do. Freedom to choose where to do what you do. When you want to do it. With whom you want to do it. There has never lived a self-made human being who's created the success in life, who was fulfilled by luck or chance or by having everything just fall into place perfectly. Freedom is earned. Living a life you love will not come unless you are willing to earn it. Are you willing to earn it? How do you get that freedom? Most people think the safe bet is taking a comfortable job. You get benefits, you get holidays, but in doing that, you sacrifice your freedom. The safest bet is always to bet on yourself. It won't pay off right away, and that's why most people quit. They don't believe in themselves, and that's why they lose their freedom. When you bet on yourself and you back yourself to win in the end, you are placing the bet on your future. When you actually apply what you learn, and you continue to learn, and you continue to grow, and you keep moving forward with tiny steps, refusing to give up along through that journey, eventually you will win. Eventually, you will get to a place where you decide what you want to do each and every single day. No boss to tell you when to start, when to stop, when to take breaks, or when to have a holiday. No one to decide what your benefits or what you're going to receive. You earn your benefits. I never met someone who earned their freedom and just got free. Successful people don't stop. Don't stop. If they become financially free, they keep going because they have the passion most people lack. They choose to work, and they choose to work harder than ever, even when they don't have to, because they love the process. And that's the difference. Most people think they have freedom because they work an hourly wage or they get holidays, while entrepreneurs work long hours without a holiday. They make their own holidays, but most people hate their job. I don't know about you, but I refuse to spend half of most of my life in doing something I hate. I choose freedom. If you want that freedom and you're not there yet and you don't know where to get it, here's how. Never stop. Never stop personal development. Never stop learning. Never stop applying what you learn. You have to force yourself to get better every single day. And it's those tiny improvements done thousands of times over, the improvements that seem insignificant as one, but when added up over the years will calculate into your freedom. So work until you can say, I'm living on my terms. I created this freedom. You've got to be so disciplined that many people say you're obsessed. You've got to be so obsessed that you actually get results. And then those same people would be obsessed with asking how you actually did it. So it's okay, let them call you obsessed, because obsessed gets results. Ease doesn't, it just doesn't. Every now and then, it just doesn't. If you want results, you must be obsessed. You've got to work so hard and be so passionate about what you do that people think you're crazy. You've got to be so in love with what you're doing that no one will possibly understand. They'll certainly understand when you show them your results. They don't have to understand now. Let them understand later. Let them be confused by your obsession, shocked by your results. You have to have a laser light focus. When it comes to getting exactly what you want, you'll have to lock it in and really look for that happiness. It has to become your obsession. You have to be desperate for it in some sense. If you don't care enough about your goal to make your absolute obsession, you'll never achieve it. If you don't care about it enough, to think about it enough, in every spare moment that you have to obsess a little bit over how to achieve it, to learn how you can actually achieve it, if you don't care that much, you may not deserve that dream. So how bad do you want that dream? What are you willing to do to get it? How many hours are you willing to put in for your own freedom? How many no's can you take before you achieve your goal? How many failures can you fight through? I don't care how many obstacles get in the way of me and my dreams. There is no one that can stop me because I am obsessed with making this happen. That should be your plan, because there's no plan B. Plan A is the only play. This goal is my only play. I must make this happen. I must make this happen. I will make this happen. And when I start, I do not stop. That's going to be your attitude. When I get going, I must finish, and I must finish first. When I do anything, I must do it better than anyone because I'm obsessed, and I will never be satisfied. I will never be content. I will not accept average. I will work until the outcome is achieved. I will go above and beyond. I do not believe in limitations. I do not see lack. I see goal. I develop my play. I dive in. I do the work, and I get the reward. Turn your every now and then into every single day. Turn your passion into obsession. Turn your should into a must. Change will not happen unless it is a must. You must commit to freedom, because then and only then, you'll go about the business of planning for the life you deserve. But it all starts with a decision. It all starts with the courage to make that decision. So I ask you to declare it now. I've been there. I made that decision 3 years ago, and I can show you the path that will start your journey to freedom. What would you pay to be mentored by leaders who have made that kind of commitment to freedom? To be on weekly live coaching Zooms, to access 3 distinct steps that will lead you to your path of freedom. What would that be worth? Well, find out how.